Today is November 1st, and wanted to talk more about my targeting for the evening time. So these people have been giving me here and there electric shock on the right side of my brain to tell me same thing. If you have been following for all my videos, just for slavery programming, humiliation, guilt, same thing. Oh, obey dictation. Oh, we gonna dictate you what to do, what not to do. So what happened was I had got pomegranate, for like my hubby and my in-laws. Now what happened was, after a long time, I got this pomegranate, and from outside it was looking very nice, red in color. There was no black spots. There was no holes, nothing. It looked quite healthy. And I mean, I've never seen this kind of bizarre thing where, once I open it, the one side of the corner, was filled with mold. Like the moment I opened up a little bit of, like 1/4, I just opened up, and in one corner there was like this much mold, this much. It was so bizarre. I'm like, how is that possible, and then I have to think through why there was this mold, because don't forget, these people are continuously doing witchcraft with me. So that is why I'm having stinking in my clothes, as if it has been lying for 3-4 days in water, and then you know how it starts to stink, that kind of stinking. They have given urine smell in my clothes. They have given urine smell in my outside of the toothpaste. They have given urine smell in my shower cap, and I never had these kind of activities before 2015. It's only after Jehovah's Witnesses started to come to my house. They took handwritten name. They were literally targeting my house. They would come to my house, just to give this Jesus Christ flyer and then just, leave from there. They used to wear Indian dresses. So they were literally targeting me. They took my handwritten name and then they left. And that is when all the weird insect activity started in my house. Urine smelling in the shower cap, and all these things started. So they were not playing around a lot with the smell, but lately, ever since July, August, I've been noticing that they started to, because we switched out some washing machines, and so right after that they just started to hone into that smelling thing. I don't know, they if I'm doing laundry and if there's a problem with the machine, then entire laundry should smell like a urine. The clothes should smell like urine, but it's only my pajama. It started with my pajama only. So there was a specific targeting, just like the way it started in my shower cap few years ago. So they just did for a few times in 2015, 16, 17, like maybe once or twice a year they used to do. Then they kind of stopped for a few years, and then again with this machine thing, they started all these weird smell. But guess what? These people want to hone into all my thoughts, any of my thoughts. And I told you, they are uploading my brain to some computer. So they are doing some brain computer interface. They are reading my thoughts. They can see what I see. They can hear everything I say, right? So they are literally now they are giving me one twitch on the left side of my leg to confirm the same, because my programming is anything on the left side means it's a confirmation. So they are confirming, yes, we are uploading your brain to some computer. Yes, we can see everything that you see. Yeah, we are monitoring your thoughts. We are reading your thoughts. And that is how they are able to give me electric shock at one time, or pulling off my eardrum, or giving me this kind of continuous ringing in my entire cranium and my ears, or shooting needle pains here and there, all these activities they are able to do. So I told you how even they can mimic the stinking of the plates that you put in the dishwasher. You know how your dishwasher starts to stink sometimes if the plates are lying for too long. So anyways, just because my mother-in-law said something, so now they want to hone into it. So not only the dishwasher that I ran full cycle, when I opened it, the washed plates were still having the same stink. Now they wanted me to run. My purpose was to conserve electricity and water. So there was some space left for me to put in whatever the plates were in the sink and then start the dishwasher. And I was cooking when she said that, oh, why don't you run this dishwasher? It's almost full. And she never checks dishwasher. She never runs it. She doesn't know how to operate it. Out of nowhere, she just said it. That's it. She said it. That's the end of it. So you want to conserve electricity? You don't want to start this right now. You didn't do it before that. And she has to tell you, okay, that's it. We will make sure that once you open the dishwasher, it's going to have the same stinking smell. And so you will have to rerun the dishwasher. So they made sure that I rerun the dishwasher. So basically they wanted to have her upper end, and they continuously want to put me down at every level. That is the slavery programming they've been doing with me, humiliation and guilt programming. They are using her as a vessel. She is literally a devil's vessel, just like Tanutsudan has spoken about in the revelation of this matrix, unveiling of matrix, or the alchemist lady named Sarah. She's a YouTuber. She talks in the YouTube channel is called The Alchemist. She talks about how there are NPCs, non-player characters, who are being taken by the devil, and the devil will make sure that people around you behave in very weird, illogical way that will annoy me, that because it's very impractical thing, or they are used to make me feel guilty, and same slavery programming, because that is my programming, right? But the devil has to use these people as vessel, and they mainly use my mother-in-law. Then what happened? So when I got the pomegranate, I thought that I just had a thought that for 3 days that it was lying here, she did not open it, or she did not tell even her husband to open it. And I was very busy with all these recordings, because these people were targeting so much with all their twitches, and I was busy transferring the videos from my phone to computer, and they will not even let me transfer it. While I'm transferring and I'm replaying my own video, they will then say if something I'm speaking in that video has to do with some and all my videos has to do with either shooting in the needle pain in my abdomen, or twitches in my muscles, or electric shock on the right side of my brain, or pulling off my eardrum, and they have honed into something. It's all obvious. That is why I made the video. So obviously I will say something along that line, and to mimic and to synchronize that, because what do they do? Synchronization, improbable synchronizations, and simple synchronizations too. For what purpose? For super interrogation. So they will start doing that, and then I will have to remake the new video, and then I have to upload that video. So it was so time consuming, all of this, and my videos were piling up in my phone. I have certain memory, I have to keep clearing, but before I do that, I have to upload the video, I have to transfer the videos. So much work, and it's so much energy drain also at the same time. So basically I didn't have time. Like even today, it was almost 3:45, 4 p.m. I'm still making 2 videos. And you saw when I made the moment I started to make Robert Card video, the military helicopter passed right over my house. Yesterday also, they thought that I came inside my bedroom to watch Robert Card or make the video on Robert Card. So they immediately had a military helicopter come to my house. But they didn't realize that I had started to see these gifts for our friends, for Christmas gifts. I was doing all that. But my initial thought before I started doing that was, I want to, whenever I have time, I immediately want to go and make the video on the targeting that happened on that day, which was yesterday. So twice now I had military helicopters suddenly, they will pass right over my house, and they will always be in my view. Okay, so anyway, so pomegranate thing. So basically I had a thought that, so while they were here, they didn't do anything. I didn't have time. And so I'm like, okay, now, and I told you how they left today to go to visit her sister's house. And so, okay. And now today I had some time, so I opened up the pomegranate. So now, see, they want to hone into every thought that I'm having. for super interrogation purpose. Oh, you did not open up the pomegranate while she was here? Okay, we're gonna put mold in there. Don't forget they put hair in my food, stones in my food, um, all these things that even insects. I would in 2015-16, like when these Jehovah's Witnesses were coming to my house, and later I came to know after watching Almas Jacob's video that Jehovah's Witnesses are Satanists. They worship Lucifer, they do animal child sacrifice, human sacrifice, all of that. So anyways, and in fact, yesterday I was watching it was a YouTube video where they were saying that Jehovah's Witnesses are involved in pedophilia, and there was actually somebody's case about pedophilia in the mainstream ABC News or somewhere. Like, there was a YouTube video. You can look up Jehovah's Witness and pedophilia or something, and it will pop up. So anyways, then later I came to know, oh, okay, these people who are doing all this satanic, thing on me, that's why I was having these weird insect activities in my house, cuts on my body, weird bluish purplish mark everywhere, taking out of my eyelash. Lot of other stuff was going on with me with the, witchcraft. And so here I would, I would like grate onion and I would place in the bowl, and I would just go like, here is my island and here is the sink. So I will just come here where the sink is, where I want to just wash away the knife, and just come back to see there's a bug in there. I mean, I don't have bug in my house. I mean, I can see in the air, I don't have anything. I don't have anything crawling on the floor and nothing. Every single thing started from. So this is how, it would show up. Now, I had brought another, it's kind of Indian, no, it's called lotus seed or something. It's like we eat it as a snack. And so the very first I opened, there was a bug inside that snack. It's like a popcorn, okay? Just to give you an idea what it's like. It's like a popcorn. So very first, and nobody cracks it's a small seed. It's like this size, okay? Nobody cracks open that thing. I don't know. I just had think, let me crack open and see. Like, I wanted to see the texture of it inside. And sure enough, there was a bug inside. It's like a popcorn snack. And so I'm like, what, I have to open up every single thing and eat. And my mother-in-law, I've seen her, like, she eats that all the time and nothing happens. Like, she never, because if you're eating a bug, it would taste very awful, right? So yeah, this is the part of witchcraft I had to go through. So the mold that would show up, it's all in line with, oh, you don't want to open up the pomegranate while she was here, because I processed a thought. See, they want to horn into a thought. I told you how the pajama was there on my, so I have a sink here, and then now they are giving me a twitch on the left side of my foot, just to confirm the same. So here is a sink and there is a bench here, okay? Now that bench that I have where I sit is like about 2 feet or 2 to 3 feet high, okay? And like I said, I never had any insects crawling on walls and on the bench, or never, or desk, counters, countertops, nowhere. The natural activity of the insects when we got this house was, always in the crevices or edges, okay? For most part, and we only had like centipedes and millipedes. That's it, nothing else. So all of a sudden, this weird, there was this small bug. I think it was like a centipede, but it was this small size, okay? And I already uploaded that video also showing that thing. So it was lying next to the pajama. Now why? So I have to process why they did this. So, I had a thought that I'm not going to wear that pajama, and after shower I just took out some other pajama, but I did not put that pajama in the laundry basket. So maybe they wanted to make issue about it. So they were, here is a bug. Look, you process a thought, you didn't place it in laundry basket. Oh, okay. We're going to put a bug there. So what happened was, I already washed that thing. I dried that thing in the dryer. I folded it. And then I placed it in my closet. Until then, there was no, and now we have the sirens going on. Check this out. Entire day, there was no sirens. Moment I come here to make the video, check this out. And this has happened so many times. They want to make issue about everything. So I don't know, they want to make issue about pajama, they want to make issue about pomegranate. Maybe it's most likely for pomegranate. Oh, you did not open the pomegranate while your mother-in-law is here. You see how they're doing it? Because I started to hear this just like few minutes ago, and so just because it became loud here, I came here. And I see the whatever the ambulance or that thing was, it went that way. And guess what? We don't have any ambulance or fire truck stations on this side. The stations are on that side. So if somebody go this way first? Well, I did not hear any of the sirens back then. I just heard the siren from going from here to there, right? So so the thing is, if there was no sirens, if the station is this way, and you have to come out all the way here, which takes about, I would say, 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes it will take, because the station is this far. And then you'll have to do the siren, you'll have to come here somewhere in this neighborhood, and then with the sirens you would go back. But you just came here when you got a call from somebody somewhere. Then there was no siren, there was no emergency, you just came. Oh, but then suddenly you found out that, oh, there was emergency and we need to start our sirens on. Okay, it was, and so I think they wanted to make it, so this is how they do. Entire day there was no ambulance sirens and nothing. The moment I come to make video and I talk about something, they again want to horn into that thought and again want to make me feel guilty, and slavery programming, same thing. So from pomegranate to, I was talking about the pajama, and now we have the raving going on. But anyways, let me continue with the pajama. So the wash, I fold the pajama, I placed it in the closet. Back then there was no stinking smell. But then very next day, I took the shower, and after I came out of shower, I had a thought. The bug from the bench, it went down on my carpet. Not on its own, it was dead already while it was on the bench. So it was a dead bug on the carpet. So I processed a thought, oh, you know what, I don't want to make a video. It's already down there. It's not on the bench. And after making that thought, from the bench area, I went here where my closet is, and I took out the same pajama that I just folded yesterday. And, it was stinking like anything. It was 1 foot away. I was still 1 foot away from that pajama thing. And it was stinking like anything. So the stinking smell it is weird. If there is no smell, how is it is stinking so much? And then I was smelling other clothes that was touching that particular pajama, but there was no smell in there. So obviously it was very targeted smell. And so yes, if they can put targeting stings in my washed plates, that I have my separate cabinet in which I placed my washed plates, from the dishwasher. I remove it directly, I place it there. But from the set of all the plates, I have 2 bowls of small bowls, 2 big bowls, 2 small plates, 2 big plates. So I just took out 1 bowl and 1 plate. So bowl from the top and a plate from the bottom. For that particular day, when my mother-in-law made issue about that dishwasher thing, only that day, only those 2 in which I wanted to eat. So I ended up eating my snacks in one of the stinking bowl. I thought that, oh, my hands were stinking, but then I realized it was bowl stinking, same stinking smell that was coming from the dishwasher. So they made sure via witchcraft that my bowl gets that stinking smell. And then later, after lunchtime, when I took out the plate, I already thought that, if they did it for my the snack time, then they would do it for the lunchtime. Now they are giving me twitch on the left side of the leg to confirm the same, that yes, we placed the stinking smell in the bowl because you did not wash the dishwasher, because you wanted to conserve electricity and water, and because the dishwasher wasn't entirely full, because I was able to load probably 10 to 15 other plates and bowls and glasses in there. Okay. So this is how these people do everything, Um, so I took out the plate for my lunch. I smelled it, and sure enough, it had this stinking smell. So I put that away. Then I took out another new plate, and that wasn't stinking. So maybe they did not realize that I will take out another plate. They just thought that probably I'll just end up in that. So they just put the smell in there. I'm not sure. But I had taken the entire set from the dishwasher, and in these past 11 years that I've been using the same dishwasher, I never had to rerun any of the dishes. I mean, rerun the dishwasher ever with getting this same stinking smell. Or I never had issues where the folded clothes that was not stinking suddenly starts to stink, extreme stinking, that I can smell it from 1 foot away. And even my washed plates and bowls start to stink only that particular day when my mother-in-law wanted to say something or make issue about the dishwasher thing. You see, devil uses her and she's not realizing it. I've been telling her that she's the devil's vessel. In fact, anybody who's around me are devil's vessel. They are NPCs, non-player characters, as Tanutsudan explains. And devil willfully uses her because maybe she's an easy prey for devil. Or when you go watch these chosen ones videos, there are these YouTubers who makes videos on chosen ones. They explain that these people have devil spirit within them, and so the devil doesn't like me because I have the light in me, and so the devil will immediately start making people act in a way that he wants to irk me, to make me feel guilty, to make me feel slavery all the time. Now, so the pomegranate thought I had, they still wanted to hone into that. Now they already left, but I was serving to my hubby in the afternoon, and the moment I opened, one side had mold, so I already knew, because I processed a thought, and so they want to hone into it. It's that simple. And so they had, I've never had, I mean, I've used pomegranates almost every year. I use it. I've never seen that much mold in one place, and that too outside is completely normal. Why only on this particular day? Because they want to hone into everything. Now, like I said, for 2 years that my in-laws have been staying here, yes, their temple side, and even in their rooms, I get this kind of awful smell. And like I said, I wasn't sure whether it's from their incense stick that they use or some kind of oil, or she uses some other stuff in there. I'm not sure where this stinking awful smell is coming from. But today, after I went to grocery store. I came, and I have the dining room is here, and like there's a little hallway here, and then there is a office area where she has her temple. So entire office area and the large dining area we have, both of those rooms were smelling so awful that in the winter time, in fact today we had windy weather. I had to open up the doors and windows and everything, and still the stink did go away a little bit, but not completely. And so again, second time I had to open everything, and still the stink is not going away. And so I had to take away everything from the temple side and put it in a bag, because I don't know where the heck is this awful. I cannot stand that smell. It was that awful smell. So it could be very well that these witches did it because they are using the smell right now. Since past 2-3 months, they are experimenting with the smell stuff. So it could be very well the witches are doing it. And now, but just because they are doing it, they want me to get mad at my mother-in-law. But it's I who understand that it's these witches who are using the jinn and demons to put inside her and to have her act in certain way. And this stinking smell, I don't know if it's really genuinely coming from whatever she used today. I don't know what she used today. I have no clue. But because I wasn't there, like I said, I went to grocery shopping, and it's only after I came, it was like absolutely stinking. So it could be witchcraft too, because lately they have been using smell in my pajamas, in the dish, in the freshly washed plates. And guess what? I had brought car freshener for me and my hubby. Okay, now I know my mother-in-law have said a few times that she's allergic to a lot of these perfume kind of stuff. Like if it's too strong of a perfume kind of smell, that she's allergic. At least that's what she told me, a few years ago. So that is what I remembered. So this one had very strong smell to it. So I'm like, I don't know if she won't be able to take it, and because of that, now she'll start sneezing because yeah, she has allergies. So thinking about that, I didn't get it. So now these people want to hone into the air freshener, because I got air freshener for me and my hubby's car. So now they want to hone into air freshener. So what happened was, usually I used to have like air freshener in it's like a common restroom area. So I didn't have it. And so I didn't place it. I'm like, oh, I don't have it. Okay. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to place the freshener in there. So because I cleaned the bathroom, and I had a thought. Now that's it. After that thought, I get this car air freshener, and after that, my father-in-law, when he uses, I never, ever since they moved, I have never used that restroom ever. But they use it. So my father-in-law, he went inside, and then he came out, and he's like, where did you put air freshener inside the bathroom? I don't see it. I'm like, I haven't put it. So immediately I knew that it was being done via witchcraft, and they want to just tell me that, oh, now you go put air freshener in there. Because, or else, if I haven't put anything, how is it that he's having strong smell of air freshener? Okay, I haven't used any such thing that would give a strong smell that he has to come out and tell me that, oh. So all this is witchcraft. They are using smell right now since past few months. Now what did they do? Now I again started to watch some Bollywood, the drug nexus, and this guy, he was exposing how drug, corruption, underworld, mafia, prostitution, swapping of wives, trafficking, all of this is prevalent in Bollywood, and they work with underworld, and even the media is in on this, and politicians and cops and everybody. So he was exposing. So while the moment they start talking about prostitution and wife swapping and all that, these people started to give me same thing, like right side of my eardrum, like pressure and pulling little bit and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, they are doing it. Somebody else is talking about it and exposing that, while all this came to the fore when Sushant Singh Rajput's death occurred, although I believe it's a fake death. But he was made out to be gone from our real world, so they killed him from our real world, but it was made out to be so real that people still think that he was really killed, he was really murdered. Okay, and his thing was all about child trafficking and drug use. Okay, the entire thing about his murder was rotating about, and not only his, but there was another girl who was people think was murdered, but I don't know, maybe even she's alive, most likely. But anyways, so anytime prostitution thing or these things, pedophilia, or he was talking how these people, it was wife swapping and casting couch. So this guy is going on exposing Bollywood, and same thing is happening in Hollywood. Forget Hollywood, they are doing out in open. Yeah, I mean, in their movies and everywhere, they show you naked and everything. They show you their pedophilia, like little bit of thing. But people do not realize that, oh, they are showing, like Disney have been showing sex in their cartoons to the kids, okay, because he was a pedophile. So people not realizing it, they are just showing you, but they're not, people not realizing it, oh, that we are into all this. Now he was also talking how these people used to go to these very close parties, but a lot of the parties are in bunkers, and these people, they are made to wear these blindfolds so that nobody will know where the heck they are going. They go into some underground bunker, and then they have all these kind of things, activities going on in there. So yeah, but anyways, I'm not gonna go too much. But so anyways, something of that sort happens, and these people start to give me pulling of the right eardrum or electric shock. Oh, our secret is getting exposed. Our secret is getting exposed. Then what happened? Yeah, now I was serving the dinner to my hubby, and I just chopped some onions, and then I placed some pickle. Yeah, it was a different kind of pickle I have to my hubby, and I don't know, they want to make issue about that pickle, and I don't know why. So they give me immediate electric shock on the right side of my brain. Okay, then moment I took out the carrot, to make his dinner. Again, they gave me electric shock on the right side of my brain. Oh, look, carrot. Oh, I'm like, I don't know, it's a freaking carrot. They have honed into anything and everything, be it carrot, cilantro, lemon juice, sugar, salt, all kind of stuff. They have made ginger, garlic. They made issues about everything. There is no reason, right? So like Tanutsudan says, all they are doing targeting, or as even Darlington Moses said, that because we have the source conscious energy, we starseeds are the source conscious carriers, and this makes them to targeted by the soulless who need source energy. So that is why they continuously horn, because then it will anger me, it will make me anxiety, or there's like they will distract my work I'm doing. And so there is always hassle for me to come and make video the moment I get some time. And so through even right now when I'm saying all this, that they are doing all this, they're taking off my source energy from me. And that is why I've grown so thin. And like like I told you how they made me gasp at night yesterday. Why? Because they wanted to make issue about spiciness, because I said about spiciness, and they have done 2 times previously. So first they will give me a virtual reality dreams of me actually gasping for air, and I'm getting suffocated and all that, and then they will wake me up, and then I realize, okay, all that was fake. It was virtual reality dream that plays like a real movie in my head. And then when I wake up, I always have like this, I'm coughing like that, to clear up my throat, and along with that comes like a thirst, like dryness in my throat, so I have to immediately drink water. So basically they do these kind of thing only when they feel like I ate something spicy, or I cooked something spicy for somebody, if they think, because they want to hone into anything and everything. Like I said, they started to give me shooting needle pain in the right side of my abdomen. The moment I told my hubby that I use your debit card, because we are having this house repair work being done, and I don't know, first initially we were trying to do check, and so he was just asking that why you didn't give check, and so I was just explaining why not. So I don't know why not, he said that's it. So they started to give me like shooting needle pain in the right side of my abdomen. So whatever. They want to hone into anything and everything. Like I said, in fact, when I was talking to him, or was I making a video, these people turned on the TV. No, I was making a video, I guess, and they turned on the TV. My hubby was sitting in living room, and he was on his iPad. But these people, they turn on the TV. So they have been doing this. And ex-FBI agent Gerald Sosby has spoken all about my targeting, that how we turn on the TV of the target, But he says as if it's being done on him. But everything on his website was reflecting about me. And the moment I started to expose him on Twitter, when the Maui fires happened, because they used directed energy weapons there, so I started to talk about directed energy weapons being used on people like us, like targeted individuals, starseeds, chosen ones. And so after that, he removed his website. Okay. And also they play with numbers. So when did he remove? On my birth date. Okay. They love to play with numbers. And so I started to expose all these chosen ones and targeted, and these fake mass murders, and what is this, Robert Card, look, he's a mental person, he's he thought that people were spreading about pedophilia about him, and that's why he went on shooting spree. Now who has been talking about this? Me. And what is his birth year? It's my birth year. So this is how they continuously synchronize. As CIA Robert Duncan says, we have a technology to do improbable synchronization. That is what I have been saying for all my videos. They do improbable synchronization for super interrogation purpose, because that is what Dr. Richard Boylan has said in his article about Area 51, Stargazer, OnStar Seeds, OnStar Kids, that Delta Force and NSA and all these agencies are doing Stargazer operation 24/7, 365 days to break them and super interrogate them, to break them and super interrogate them. So yeah, they are breaking me when they say, oh look, you didn't open up the pomegranate while your mother-in-law was here. That's it. We will make sure that there's mold, and we will make sure your hubby doesn't get to eat it now. Oh, and I don't know what was about that stinking thing, in the temple and in the office area. I don't know what's the purpose. Usually there's always purpose, and there's a synchronization for super interrogation purpose. Like I said, they immediately gave me electric shock for the pickle thing. They gave me the shooting needle pain in the right side of my abdomen to make issue about the debit card thing. Then what happened? Here and there, they kept giving me twitches on the left side to confirm. So I told you how they gave me confirmation. What else did they do? Oh, now I don't know. For some reason, they've been just giving me shooting needle pain. They just started to give me shooting needle pain in the right side of my abdomen right now as I'm speaking this. So, yeah, so these people, I mean, common people out there, they don't know that these people have technology to induce crime in society, to induce mass murder. That is their agenda, to induce mass murder, to induce rape, to induce molestation. That is their agenda. So if that is the agenda, and if you see Myron May doing it, if you see Aaron Alexis doing it, if you see Robert Card doing it, and then people continuously want to talk about mental, then who is the real mental person? It's the public who is the real mental, because you don't want to learn about the technology that these military and CIA, FBI, NSA, DARPA people are using on the citizens, on the targeted individuals, on the star seeds. You don't want to learn these technologies. Then you are exactly the criminal. You are taking part in the Satanism. You are taking part in the satanic cults. All the military articles that I just posted previously. Go watch Robert Card's video. I posted everything there about, exposing these people's so-called technology, So voice to skull technology. Oh, we are hearing voices. Oh, he's mental. No, he's not mental. It's called, there is nothing, like Almas Jacob has clearly said in his videos, there is no mental disease on this planet. Everything is being done controlled via these Illuminati Freemasonic people, because they are into witchcraft. They have all these technologies which they call directed energy weapons, microwave, ELF and EMF and EMP, all these kind of frequencies they use to beam on targeted people not realizing that. They have given accidents to us, but all of those accidents were part of synchronization for super interrogation purpose. Nothing random. You think they care for my in-laws? You think they care for my hubby? They don't. They only care for their Lucifer and their Satan. And that is why they came up with such a big agenda of this Robert Card, because if this is, imprinted in people's brain, that this guy thought that people were spreading about his pedophilia in the society, and so he went and he started to shoot people. And if he's hearing voice to skull, then that person is mental. So now people got that idea. So when I said that my initial targeting in 2016, 17, 18, 19, for so many years that they started to call me a sexual predator and a pedophile. How? So say any male person, be it of any age, doesn't matter, be it a small child, be it teenage, be it adult, be it a senior also, like like old person, doesn't matter who. Any male figure would come up and they will put a sexual thought inside my mind, and then after that sexual thought, they will say, if I'm in my house, they will place some insect activity right there, in my path, or they will have scratches on my face, or I say if I'm driving and then I end up going to a store, restaurant, wherever, then in that parking lot the police will be there. or just right outside the parking lot, the police will be just standing across the street. That's it. So this had become a norm for continuous 2-3 years, and so much so that I couldn't believe that this is happening to me, because I know myself. I know I never had those kind of thoughts. They've in fact given rape in my dreams with my own family members, which is so disgusting. The evil thing I can never even imagine. If you're listening to this video, imagine you are getting raped by your own father, mother, brother, sister, whoever you have in your family. You cannot even think of that evil thing, how evil that is. These people have given me, and I told you, all these virtual reality dreams plays like a movie in your brain, because those are not normal dreams that you get. They play like a movie. And I've showed those military articles and other articles of people talking about this technology. Dr. Eric Karlstrom has spoken about virtual reality dreams and induced dreams, induced thoughts, induced speech. He has spoken about all these technologies. So what happened was, right after me watching Dr. Eric Karlstrom's video, these people, as if the switch was flipped, these people stopped giving me these induced sexual thoughts in me. But I was feeling so guilty, and so I had no clue, like, what the heck, like, they were making me feel like I was a criminal. Okay, it was so much guilt that I was carrying. I'm like, oh my gosh, something is not wrong, something is wrong. All I couldn't understand that. So basically, when I put out all these technologies, that these people are using this technology to prove me as if I was a pedophile and all that, and they literally used to have helicopters hover right in there are 8-lane roads or 6-lane roads, and if I'm on the center lane, on the left side, so there are 3 lanes here, and I'm on the center lane, and there are 3 lanes here, but people are going this way, so I'm almost in center lane. So right on that highway, right above in my lane, the helicopter will be hovering. But just before that, they've just given me a sexual thought. This is how they used to do a lot. They to continuously, and I showed you how there was helicopter activity the moment I started to record about Robert Card today. Because these people don't want, how they started to pull my eardrum the moment the guy in the YouTube was talking about the Bollywood nexus, but he was mainly talking about prostitutions, wife swapping, drugs, and what else? Yeah, trafficking. Yeah, all these things. So it's like they get triggered by the sex, okay? And then later, when I started to watch Almas Jacobs' video, I figured, oh my gosh, it's Disney who is the pedophile. Oh, it's the CIA who works with Hollywood to proliferate sex and drugs in youth. And then I watched Ted Gunderson, FBI agent's video, who said, oh, it's the Adam Weiss of the Illuminati guy told this FBI to promote sex and drugs in the youth. Because I started to watch Revelations of Jesus Christ YouTuber's video, and Ted Gunderson is shown in the YouTube video named The World is a Stage Part 3. So then I came to know, and then when now I started to watch movies and Netflix series and all that, I'm only watching for their agenda and illegal experiment that they show in their movies and in their series. That is my goal here, because I'm not getting much information from anywhere else. Nobody's helping me out. So because they let everything out in their movies and Netflix series. So those are like my supporting platforms to help me understand what their agendas is. So only after watching Manifest, Ragnarok, that is when I came to know, they want to prove that chosen ones are crazy. So they always show in these different movies, European entertainment system, Australian entertainment system, they continuously show that chosen ones are crazy. They are evil people. So anyways, and so they came up with this guy. If he thought that the pedophilia thing was being spread about him, then look, now he's so crazy and mental, he went and started to shoot people, and then he committed suicide. So basically, If I am thinking that, oh, I'm being I was, people were spreading, like these agencies, federal agencies were, and military people were spreading about me that I'm a sexual predator and pedophile, it means I'm crazy, I'm mental, and so tomorrow I'll go start shooting people around. That is the message they want to give to the people out there. Okay. um so anyways, but people not realizing that either this guy was in on this, or as CIA guy says, all they do is improbable synchronization. So just for synchronization purpose, they targeted this guy. They selectively thought who to target, whose birth year is matching mine, and then they targeted that person for a few years now. And they were giving all this kind of hearing voices and all V2K to this guy, until he went insane and he had to start to go to these psychiatrists and everywhere. Oh, look, yeah, we knew. And then his parents go, oh, I know, we knew he was mental. But Almas Jacob clearly said that schizophrenia, there is no disorder like schizophrenia on this planet. Everything is being done by these gene and demons, especially through witchcraft. And yeah, you can do V2K even via witchcraft. Although Jesse Ventura, he was ex-governor of Minnesota, I believe. He has made entire episode on targeted individual, and he has shown V2K, voice to skull technology, in that video. And he had come up with this video in probably before 2010, I believe. It's an old video. You can look it up. Probably he's on Vimeo. He came, that initial video came on truetv.com, but that got shut down. And so I think it's on Vimeo, I believe. But just Google Jesse Ventura targeted individual and it should pop up. And there he has explained the V2K, voice to skull technology, how you hear the voices in your cranium, in your ear, everywhere, He's showing, he's himself is wearing that device where he can hear the voices not in his ear, but in his entire cranium. And that is what I've been saying. That when these people give me this kind of sound, like even today, after my in-laws left, they stopped giving me those kind of sound that they were giving me for past 2 days. They stopped it. But then when I went to make Robert Card's video, after that I noticed that they again started to give me that sound. And even after that, when I started to watch this guy's video who was exposing the Bollywood nexus, of underworld, of prostitution, of drugs, of wife swapping and all of that, that is casting couch and everything. So it's only like, because their crimes are getting exposed, and they know that I will expose it even more. So they started to give me that sound again, After that, what happened? So yeah, basically, all I want to say is that is what they did for this evening part. They get triggered by these Robert Card's video. And this voice to skull technology is real. These satanic cults, UFO cults, CIA, DARPA, they are all in on this. Even Elon Musk, he's a Satanist. People don't realize. So as Almas Jacob says, there's nothing like schizophrenia on this planet. People are made out to be like that via witchcraft, because then these people, either they will say, oh, we were hearing voices, or they are made to act in certain way, like, they are trying to create a biorobot out of me. You don't do this, you do that, don't do this, do that, don't do this, do that, like continuous dictation can create. I was literally having this episode where they were trying to create a biorobot out of me. And I had started to follow the, oh, I don't have to use this, oh, I don't have to use this, oh, look, this and no. For example, today I just recalled, I used some olive oil to cook, to saute some veggies in the afternoon, for my hubby. I was making this Asian stir fry, okay? So I figured, okay, now there's less oil, because see, I try to put less oil initially. Now they are giving me shooting needle pain in my anus. You see, in this video, they are giving me shooting, oh, oil is not good. Olive oil is not good for you. Don't put oil in there, So it was dry. And if there's a lot of dry in the non-stick pan while you're cooking veggies, it will not only start to stick, but then the coating, it can even come off, faster. I mean, that coating can get damaged because I don't put as much oil initially. So if I had poured enough oil for all those vegetables initially, then these people wouldn't have made problem. Oh, if I add later, then it's a poop, then it's a rectum, and I knew they will do it. When I started to put, I was just putting drops of the oil from the bottle, just to make sure that it doesn't, I don't have too much oil in there, whatever is needed. So they immediately started to give me, pulling off the right eardrum, or they gave me shooting needle pain the right side of my abdomen, or electric shock on the right side of my brain. They did one of those. I don't remember what they did. They did something, okay, along that lines. You get it. Everything on the anything on the right side means, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. It's a poop. Like in this video, they just gave me a shooting needle pain in my rectum. Oh, it's a poop. Okay. Initially, when I used to prepare a dressing, like a Mediterranean dressing. I mean, Mediterranean salad. So I was preparing this dressing where you put this lemon juice and salt, pepper, and olive oil. So even if I use little bit of olive oil, they used to have extreme raving of the engine going on, extreme, exactly at that moment. So I knew all this was so artificially induced, that and Karen Stewart, she's an NSA agent, Dr. Karen Stewart. She has clearly said that these gang stalkers are paid by these Illuminati people to do all these raving of the engine and gang stalk and all that. So that is real. It's not like and even CIA Robert Duncan has said that, yeah, they have all these individuals who do gang stalking for them. He has said it. Okay, so it's not like everything is not artificially induced, and when I said artificial, I meant was he was paid to do that raving of the engine at that particular time, because they know that I'm making this Mediterranean dressing, and they know that I'm going to use olive oil in that. But so even for the little thing, initially if I use even little bit, like say this much of it I use, like this much, they want to make issue about it. And so they would pull my right side of my eardrum. They used to give me electric shock. They used to have extreme raving of the engine, or they would have ambulance sirens going on, or they will have military helicopters pass over my house, or they have had earthquakes, artificial